There's one thing we all have to admit. Our legs are the key to staying independent. Whether we're walking around the house, fixing a meal, or just standing up to turn on the TV, every little movement depends on the strength of our legs. But after 60, many of us start to notice a slow change. Our legs don't feel quite as steady. Every step feels heavier, and stairs, they suddenly feel steeper than before. What's strange is that even if we're eating well and exercising regularly, nagging muscle fatigue, stiffness, or trouble getting up and down doesn't always go away. Now here's something that might surprise you. The problem may not be in the muscles themselves. It could be in what controls the muscles of our nervous system. We often focus on what we eat and how we move, but we rarely think about the health of our nerves. And unfortunately, those tiny nerve fibers are among the first to be quietly affected as we move past our 60s. So what exactly is quietly wearing down our nerves? And why do our legs get weaker over time, even when we're doing all the right things? In today's video, we're going to look closely at two common causes of nerve decline that often go unnoticed, ones that can lead to poor muscle control, weak legs, and unsteady walking. Well, also share a few gentle, natural ways to support and even restore nerve strength. No pills, no complicated treatments. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so we can keep walking together on this journey towards strong, healthy legs well into our 70s and 80s. And if you know someone dealing with leg weakness or balance issues, feel free to share this video with them. You never know, it might help more than you think. 1. Nerve damage from diabetes. When we think about why our legs get weaker after 60, it's easy to blame age, less movement, or maybe even a lack of calcium. But there's one very common cause that often flies under the radar: nerve damage caused by diabetes, also known as peripheral neuropathy. What makes this condition so tricky is that it rarely announces itself with loud symptoms at first. Instead, it creeps in slowly, quietly damaging the nerves bit by bit until one day, our legs no longer feel steady, strong, or responsive. Think of your nervous system as a vast network of tiny electrical wires running through your body. These nerves carry messages from the brain to the muscles, allowing us to move, keep our balance, and feel what's happening around us. But when blood sugar levels stay high over time, as they often do with uncontrolled diabetes, the small blood vessels that feed these nerves start to break down. It's like leaving electrical wires out in the rain. They corrode. They short circuit, and eventually, the messages stop getting through. One 2021 study published in Frontiers in Neuroscience found that chronic high glucose levels lead to oxidative stress in nerve cells, increasing inflammation and even nerve cell death. That helps explain why people who've had diabetes for years often experience tingling, burning, numbness, and even muscle weakness, especially in the feet and lower legs. When the nerves in our legs start to misfire like this, the muscles don't get clear instructions. They don't know when to flex or relax, when to hold steady or push off. That's when simple movements like stepping off a curb or climbing stairs start to feel clumsy or shaky. Over time, the muscles that aren't being used properly begin to shrink. This use it or lose it process is natural, but if we don't catch it early, it can quickly spiral into serious mobility issues. And it's not just about muscle strength. Damaged nerves also interfere with reflexes, the body's natural way of adjusting our posture and tension during movement. When those reflexes don't kick in properly, even a small misstep can turn into a dangerous fall. And as we all know, a fall in our 60s or 70s isn't just a bruise. It can lead to hospital stays, surgeries, or long-term loss of independence. The truth is, many people are already experiencing early signs of this without realizing it. Maybe the feet feel tingly at night, or there's occasional numbness in the toes. Maybe standing up feels less stable than it used to. These things are often dismissed as just age or bad circulation. But if you've ever been diagnosed with diabetes or prediabetes, And you've also noticed burning sensations, nerve pain, or numb spots, especially in the toes or ankles. There's a good chance your nerves are already under stress. The encouraging part is that our bodies aren't powerless. They still have the ability to repair some of that nerve damage, as long as we give them the right kind of support. And it all begins with getting blood sugar under control. Once our glucose levels stay steady, the inflammation inside our nerves can finally settle down. That's when the support cells step in and start rebuilding the protective layer around each nerve fiber. But nutrition also plays a big role here. There are two key nutrients that have shown promise in helping support nerve repair: vitamin B12 and magnesium. B12 acts like insulation for your nerve fibers. It helps rebuild the myelin sheath, which protects nerves and keeps their messages clear and fast. Magnesium, on the other hand, acts like a calming signal. It reduces inflammation and helps nerve cells and muscle cells communicate smoothly. And we don't need expensive supplements to get them. Eggs, organ meats, mackerel, and salmon are great natural sources of vitamin B12. For magnesium, we can turn to spinach, black beans, oats, or pumpkin seeds, all affordable. Easy to prepare foods. When these nutrients become a regular part of our meals, our nerves start to recover bit by bit and with time. So does our leg strength and coordination. A lot of people wait until they've lost all feeling before taking action, but we can get ahead of it. If we start to notice even small signs like a little tingling in the toes, mild balance issues, or that strange walking on cotton feeling, those are red flags from our nervous system asking for help. And the earlier we listen, the better chance we have of keeping our legs strong, stable, and ready for whatever the day brings. 2. Poor circulation. Let's picture our body as a complex highway system, and blood is the delivery truck that carries oxygen and nutrients to every single corner, from the fingertips down to the smallest muscle fibers in our calves. But when those roads get blocked, slow down, or become unevenly used, what happens? Deliveries don't arrive on time. And for our body, that means muscles become starved of oxygen and fuel, grow sluggish, and gradually lose strength. In older adults, poor circulation often comes from changes in the blood vessels. Things like hardening of the arteries, a loss of flexibility, or simply too much time spent sitting. When blood isn't flowing well to the legs, the muscles there don't just miss out on energy. They also can't clear out waste products like lactic acid, which causes that heavy, achy feeling we get in our legs after standing or walking for a while. But that's not the end of the story. Without enough oxygen, our muscles also struggle to rebuild after movement or small injuries. Over time, this slow repair process adds up, and we may find our legs tiring faster, feeling heavier, or struggling even with simple things like climbing stairs. This doesn't just affect muscle strength. It also impacts balance, because when muscles can't react quickly, our ability to stay upright and steady gets compromised, and that raises the risk of falls, which is one of the top concerns for older adults. Several studies have confirmed that poor blood flow in the lower body is strongly linked to muscle loss in the legs. One major study, published in the Journals of Gerontology in 2020, showed that reduced circulation to leg muscles causes them to shrink in size and lose endurance, a slow, quiet form of muscle loss that often goes unnoticed until it's advanced. If you've ever noticed your legs feeling cold in the morning, your toes tingling, or the skin on your lower legs feeling a little drier than usual, these might be small signs that your circulation isn't quite keeping up. And the older we get, the more likely these signs are to show up unless we take action to support our circulation. So how can we improve this in a way that feels simple and age-appropriate? The good news is, we don't need to hit the gym or start jogging. Gentle daily movement like slow walking around the house, ankle rolls, or even just bouncing lightly on our toes can help open up tiny blood vessels and encourage better blood flow to the legs. On top of that, keeping our feet warm at night, especially in colder weather, plays a big role. Something as simple as wearing soft socks or placing a warm water bottle at the foot of the bed can help the vessels relax and widen, improving circulation while we sleep. We also can't forget the power of food. Antioxidant-rich choices like spinach, berries, or a small handful of walnuts help protect blood vessel walls and reduce low-level inflammation. One of the sneaky things that can slow down blood flow over time. When our vessels stay strong and open, blood flows more smoothly, and our legs feel lighter and more energized each morning. Finally, it's worth remembering that good circulation doesn't just help our leg muscles. It supports the brain, the heart, and the entire nervous system. That means by improving this one function, we're investing in full-body health, not just mobility. So in today's video, we've taken a deeper look at two often overlooked causes behind leg weakness, especially after 60. The first is nerve damage related to poorly managed blood sugar. When glucose levels stay high for too long, the nerves that support our muscles begin to break down, leading to lose strength and balance. But we're not powerless. A diet low in refined sugars, high in fiber and B vitamins, paired with gentle daily activity, can go a long way in protecting our nerves. The second is poor circulation in the lower body. When blood can't reach the nerves and muscles properly, oxygen and nutrients can't get in, and waste can't get out, setting the stage for long-term weakness. But with a few small habits, like keeping our feet warm, staying gently active, and choosing foods that support blood flow, we can give our legs the support they need. Most importantly, we need to remember this: weak legs aren't just a normal part of getting older. They're often the result of silent signals from our body that we've ignored for too long. But if we listen closely, understand the root causes, and take small actions today, there's every reason to believe we'll walk stronger and steadier well into our 70s and 80s. If today's video helped you better understand the connection between your legs and your circulation, go ahead and tap the like button. Subscribe, and feel free to share this video with someone you care about. What about you? Have you ever felt unexplained leg tiredness or muscle weakness? Drop a comment below, and let's talk more. We'll see you in the next video on senior health.